Hello, happy Vlogtober 23rd. I'm gonna combo the next couple of days into one, just because I'll be entirely honest, I feel so unwell. It is not fun. My chest was so sore and tight, it felt so heavy today with someone sitting on it. If I had a temperature, so I knew there was like maybe an infection or something going on, I would book a doctor's appointment, but because honestly there is no temperature. I've checked with my proper inner ear thermometer. That is the one good thing that came out of COVID times, was I got a proper thermometer. But yeah, it's all in my chest, so and the cold and flu tablets do alleviate, but it doesn't make you magically feel better. So yeah, I'm just feeling really rough and just really not good. So Ryan ended up having his two mates stay over last night, which was fine, it's one of their birthdays. So yeah, I cooked them a pizza and a pile of chicken nuggets, and yeah, they brought along some alcohol, which they're all 18. One's just turned 19. Ryan's already 19. Ryan didn't drink, obviously, anything, he doesn't drink. But yeah, I think he was saying that they played a drinking game to Ice Age, of all things. So every time he said baby they had a sip. But yeah, but they'd like obviously a little bit of drink, more mix than drink. So yeah, I'm sure it's fine. They're all feeling very good today. So yeah, so they're all off. Ryan's friend reminded him Thursday, so there's D&D night, so he's like, I'll be home late. I'm like, that's cool. I was like, do you need dinner money? No, I've got Greg's. I'm like, cool, let me know if you do need dinner money. One's off to go home, and the other two are off to the workshop, so yeah, and then D&D later. So Ryan's out for the day. It's like 12:30 now. I got them up about an hour ago, but yeah, I am really not feeling grand, so I'm gonna have a bed day. Just quite literally, all I want to do is lay down and be in my duvet. Sitting up, it's not feeling even the grandest, so yeah, we're not even going to make it the living room today. I've just picked up some drinks, got a drink. I'm not pushing myself to eat today. Honestly, the nausea is really there. So I just went and got a pack of milk chocolate nice nice biscuits, because obviously I've got some Sainsbury ones in my food shop, but I didn't realise I had M&S ones, so I'm going to eat the M&S ones first, because these are the oldest. They're still way in date, obviously, but still. God, they're in date till January, so yeah, eat them first. I started it last night, and I kept fucking up on what I was trying to make, and I couldn't get it. So, instead of trying to learn a new stitch, I went back to the other one I did. I'm making myself another sock. Because apparently what I like to do while I'm poorly is make myself really nice woolly socks. This wool I'm using is insanely soft. See if it'll pick up on the colours. It is so pretty. It's Cascade Heritage 6, and yeah, it's like so soft. So of course it's knitting up, crocheting up, insanely soft. So yeah, so apparently old me, when I used to get really poorly, like flu type things, or like long, like 2+ week bugs, which this is I think turning out to be, because if I put in, think how long I've been feeling just a bit rough or just a bit off and not said anything, and then been really quite rough, and I'm like, we're hitting 2 weeks and I've got my thing next week with my friend. But although a ticket has been paid for, number one, I didn't pay for the ticket. And number two, if I'm poorly, I'm not going, obviously, because, you know, we don't do that anymore. So, sorry, I just noticed where I pricked myself yesterday with a stitch marker. It's a bit, stitch marker with a seam ripper that's a bit lumpy and quite sore. I think there's a little bit of precious stuff caught in there. Let's see if I've got a pin to relieve it. A little inner blood blister. I'll just find a pin. But yeah, so I really take it easy today because I do feel really quite rough. So literally today's aim is to quietly just graze during the day, try and get some food in me, and then when I do want to do something, it will be crocheting this or doom scrolling on my phone. It's the level of energy we kind of got going for us today. I will cook myself hopefully some food a bit later, or I'll just have some sandwiches. But yeah, at least with Brian out, I don't have to worry about keeping him entertained or keep checking in on him. I can just lay here and be poorly guilt free, which I think is the biggest nice thing when you're poorly, is actually not feeling that weird parental guilt because you're poorly. It's such a weird thing, but yeah, it is a thing. So yeah, but I think we're just going to come by the next few days, and if it's just me sitting saying I feel like shit, that's what you're going to get. So I'll put a little post up on the old community tab to let you know. I don't know how many days I'm going to combo into one, but I think I need to, yeah, although it's been no real hassle editing, I haven't got a lot to show you today. Literally I just want to sit quietly, eat some biscuits, crochet a sock, nap today is my aim. That's all I want to do. I'm now very pleased I did that food shop yesterday, because it means we've got a whole load of very easy dinners going for us, which I think is all I can kind of manage right now. I've got soup and bread, which is so good. So yeah, it's just times like this you realise how frustrating it is being an independent adult and being poorly. You have to do stuff. I mean, I do, at least, although it's not great, I do at least have the advantage of, while I am this poorly, being a home carer is very helpful in regards to the fact I can just be poorly at home. I'm not having to contend work or anything, so there is that. So there is small relief somewhere in all this stuff, but yeah, so, but I'm gonna go chill, eat some biscuits and lay back down. I've been crocheting a bit this morning, obviously. I did the toes yesterday, so I've done about that much this morning. So yeah, but it is crocheting up really nice, and I know you can't feel it, but oh my god, it's insanely soft. It's like, I think it's merino wool and nylon, so it's got the nylon for longevity and a bit of, you know, toughness to it for wearing, but merino wool for the softness. So yeah, so I'm quite liking this new stitch and this new method, well, not new method, but new stitch I've learnt for socks, because it is making them, yeah, not crazy thick, so I can actually like wear them. It's the same thickness as like some of the other socks I buy, so yes, I can actually wear these out in my shoes and boots and things, so these will be very fun, which is nice. But yeah, for now, biscuits, laying down and just leaving YouTube to decide what I'm watching today, because I don't have the brain capacity to be watching, thinking of stuff. I might do like I did the other day, I put the iPlayer on and I just, I got up to, I think, series 5, of Sewing Bee, and I just let it play all day, and it was lovely just to have it, because I've watched them so many times. It didn't matter if I drifted in and out, if I slept, if I just laid there and listened, it was fine. So I might do that again and do it with the next series, which is series 6, because I think they're up to like series 10, 12, 13, I can't remember. But yeah, so there's a lot of them, and I've watched them all multiple times now. But it's a bit like how people rewatch like Friends and things. I rewatch Sewing Bee. It's on iPlayer. It's really good if you're in the UK and you like sewing. 10 out of 10 just watching it. It's amazing. I like Sewing Bee and Pottery Throwdown. Pottery Throwdown I do like to really concentrate and watch, but also I think it's More 4 or Channel 4, the thing you watch things online or on the app a bit with. There are adverts, so yeah, there is that. So, but you're gonna be in the mood for pottery, I think, and I'm not quite in the mood. But Sewing Bee is my favourite monotonous background out of the two. But yeah, I do like those as my version of, you can rewatch them as much as you want and they're always lovely. So yeah, they're wholesome. Bake Off started off wholesome and then got more and more competitive as time has went on, and more complicated, and yeah, I haven't watched Bake Off for a couple of years now. But you know, that's just how it goes in it with some things. They just change as time goes on, but I'm quite pleased that Sewing Bee has stayed the same fuzzy quality it's always been, which I like. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat some biscuits, because a couple of biscuits right now sound lovely. And yeah, we will catch up hopefully tomorrow. We'll see how we're doing, but yeah, for now I really need to rest. So yeah, it may just be a wee catch up each day and I chuck it into one vlog. You might just get a long weekend vlog of like Thursday to Sunday. But for at least today and probably tomorrow, I am gonna be really restful, really careful and all that. So yeah, the joys of an immune system you can give away. So, yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully I might feel a smidgen more human. Fingers and toes crossed. So yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, good morning. It is the 24th of October. Excuse the lighting. I'm just setting you up because I'm about to make myself a bacon sandwich. That's the noise, isn't it? Let's bend it down a bit. There we go. I'm knocking down all the pans there. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to lay it on a tray and put it in the oven, because I just don't want to deal with spitty bacon right now, but I really want a bacon sandwich. It's like coming up to 12:15. I've had a shower this morning, if you can't tell from my little fluffy slightly damp hair. Yeah, may have used up a good chunk of the spoons for the day, but my god, was it worth it. So yeah, feeling human for that. Still feeling gross, but obviously having walloped boiling hot water on my back for 20 minutes, my muscles on my back and my neck are feeling not bad right now, because they've been relaxed, which is nice, because that's the only thing with gland stuff, it makes everything tense. So your neck is stiff and your back is stiff. But yeah, I'm gonna put some rashers of bacon in the oven and do it the lazy way. I know you can technically do bacon in the air fryer, but I still need to clean my air fryer, so we're gonna do it on a tray in the oven. I did ask Ryan, he doesn't want bacon sandwich. He is currently, bless him, having to drill out the screws on his racing rig, his computer, because the heads have come out, and he tried to use the little thing to put marks in so you can get them back out, and it didn't work. So bless him, he is, yeah, currently having to flatten them out and then added a little thing and drill it out, which is a nightmare, bless him. So he's broken part of the wheel doing that. He's annoyed, so I said I'm gonna get him a new wheel, you know, physical wheel, not the actual system itself, like the one he puts on it. So yeah, because he has a fancy one that's like faux wood that he likes, about 40 quid. But once we get into next week where more money hits the bank, that's where the spare money comes kicking back in. Yeah, this kid asked for so little in life, bless him. Replacing a wheel he saved and bought for himself. I'll get him one next week. So yeah, I'm gonna do 5 bits of bacon because there's 10, so that's 2 sandwiches in my brain. So I put it in the oven on 200 for, no, like 10 minutes. Just keep checking it, but yeah, give it a bit of a wrinkle so it doesn't go too crunchy. As lovely as crunchy bacon is, when it's entirely crunchy and it shatters, it's not my favourite. But also I don't like it when it's just pink and wet. That's just raw. I apologise, it's like you're talking to a shadow this morning. It's the only downside with opening the curtains up in the kitchen. I suddenly turn into a silhouette. So sorry, we 1/4 so I'll check it at 20 and then 25. I'm just going to put this back in the little bag because I imagine probably have another one tomorrow. So yeah, yesterday was an interesting day. I was trying to hold you up to get the light a bit more, so it looks a bit less shit. Just being entirely honest, I slept most of the afternoon. I felt that well, like, yeah, really quite poorly, really rough. So I'm not spoiling any pre-made custard. Might have to make some later. I got chocolate cake and I'm thinking, oh, chocolate cake a bit later would be nice. So I was just seeing if I've got custard that needed going in the fridge. If I do, it's hiding and I can't be bothered, so. But yes, there we go. There is some bacon hitting the oven. I have just had my meds. Sit you up here. Yeah, spent most of yesterday, the afternoon into the evening asleep. Binge watched a shit ton of YouTube, slept through a load of YouTube, and then also started season 6 of Sewing Bee. So yeah, that's been my poorly thing to sit and binge watch, which I'm not complaining. So yeah, just have a sip of this so I can put it to one side. It's a glass bottle from J2O from when he had his friends round. But yeah, yesterday I worked on a crochet sock. Looks really long, but it just needs the heel obviously putting in, but for some reason this stitch is not so stretchy, so it just looks crazy long. And then obviously I've got to add the ribbing, but I'm going to do it in another colour. I have grey coming. I was feeling really sorry for myself, so the wool I didn't buy earlier in the week I treated myself to because I was having a fuck it why not moment. So I fucked it why notted and spent £14 on 3 things of fancy wool, because I felt like shit and I was feeling proper sorry for myself. So yeah, I did that. So I'm going to give this grey heel and a grey ribbing in the same kind of yarn. It's insanely soft, I will say that. And then I started on the second sock. got a couple rows. I did the toes and then I got a couple rows into the main foot, and then I just ran out of steam. So yeah, so I've got this much left. So I'll get the foot done. If I've got enough, I may do the ribbing in the same colour, or I might just wait and do the grey. I think it might be nice to have a little bit of contrast. But yeah, so that was yesterday's craft I did while poorly. It's a bit more realistic compared to where I used to always make quilts when I was poorly. Never actually finished them, just had a whole load of bits cut out or stuff half sewn. So yeah, so at least, you know, this thing actually get finished. This is my second pair of socks, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, today's Friday. Rye's having a chill indoor day. Say chill, he's doing bits and pieces, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he was out all day yesterday. So he's going to be in today because he's then got his friends coming down from up north tomorrow who are bringing his hovercraft for birthday/Christmas, as he loves to word it. So yeah, so he is doing that. So I'm trying to frame the camera a bit better, but it'll do. So yeah, so he'll be out tomorrow socialising, but he's having an indoor day today, which is cool. I need to sit and do my skincare. I've got it all sitting here next to me. So yeah, I'll lazily do some while we just sit here. I am realistically gonna have to see next week about whether I'm well enough or well post-virus to go to that Taylor Swift thing. I haven't told my friend this yet, because obviously I don't want to say, oh by the way, I might not be well enough. I will wait till nearer the time. But yeah, really do hope this thing clears off. It's doing my head in now. I'm not the best patient with being poorly, but yeah, the way I figured it is I felt rough, realistically, from before I even went to my mum's house to paint ceiling or do ceiling walls. So I've been feeling not 100% since like the 9th of October. And then obviously did ceiling walls, and I thought, well, you got at least 2 days to feel like proper shit because arm ache and all that good stuff. But I realised the Thursday is when I felt really rough, and I thought, no. So I've been unwell for about 2 weeks now. Solid 2/nearly 3 weeks of not feeling 100%, really not feeling 100%, being really quite poorly. So yeah, that's all kinds of fun, isn't it? I did have, ironically, the doctors phoned me yesterday. I know, sounding like this, what joys. Asking me if Ryan wanted the flu vaccine. I was like, no offence, he will not let me get him into anywhere medical right now. I said, honestly, I'd love to, but no. Ryan's never had the flu, by the way. He had one false positive COVID test in the midst of very early stuff on the home testing, because it was apparently a fake line. It was a fake line one day, and the following that evening it wasn't even a line, there was nothing on it, so it was a false test. But because I'd already had to report it in, he had to isolate. So yeah, that was fun. But he's never had proper flu before, which is great actually. You know, he's got a great immune system compared to me, who has it like every other year, even with a flu jab. So let's just do this. Oh, I always feel instantly like, you know, those makeup gurus when you do face sprays. It's the Vitamin E skincare hydrating mist. It's so nice. It's lovely. it's just nice, and it gives you like the feeling of doing skincare, even if you cannot do all the creams and all the layers and stuff. If you can just do a spray of nice stuff on your skin, that's enough. So I find this is a good, life's really fucking hard right now and I can't do a full-on skincare routine, but I can go splash a bit of water on my face and, you know, half-ass wash it and then do a bit of this. It's something. So yeah, so that is one thing I am learning, that I have various types of levels of skincare for depending on my thing. I'm gonna give that bacon 10 minutes, by the way. It's already been like 8, so yeah. But there we go. So I'm using all my fancy French skincare. I'm not. One of them is CeraVe Eye Care, and this is a Urige Othab water cream. I bought it because it was cheap. It was like €7. 7-8 euros. It wasn't much. And the one I wanted is no longer sold. So yeah. But then I got home and then I was like, I wonder how much that is. I looked it up because I was like, I wonder if I should buy some more. It's pretty good. It sinks into your skin really quick. Yeah, it's like 16 quid. So that is one thing I've learned with my various TikToking, and I say TikToking as if I do it. I don't. I've still got outfits from April I haven't posted on my TikTok. And I've not been very good at keeping up to date on my crochet on there. I am fairly shit. And I'm not very good at keeping up my Instagrams and all that either. This is the most consistent thing I do. So, but yeah. I have learned from my various doom scrolling on TikTok how amazing it is for moisturiser on your skin. And that's the nice thing, is, you know, I've been able to say to my mum about it and she's like, oh, it is lovely. So yeah, well, I am going slightly bougie. I've also got my NYX Brevet de Miel honey lip balm. This is, they do sell it in Next and M&S, and I think just like supermarkets, like Boots, and I'm so super dug to it, but yeah, it's very good. It's very nice. I have one in my room, one in the kitchen, one next to me where I sit. I think the one in the kitchen used to be in a bag. So yeah, I like this stuff a lot. I didn't like the rose one. I'm not keen on rose scented things. The lemon one's nice. It's like lemon meringue. The lip balm's great. My sister had the she bought the hand cream. She's like, it just smelled weird to me after a little while, couldn't. So yeah, so there's that. But I'm gonna go check on this bacon because I'm hungry, which is nice. I had the sandwiches and some crisps. I didn't even eat the crisps. I had some sandwiches yesterday. And then 12 hours later, I had a couple of chicken nuggets when I did Brian's dinner. Very late. And then, yeah, I had like a chocolate bar. So I didn't eat much yesterday. And I didn't even really drink much. I just slept. So, yeah. But we're going to make sure we fuel our bodies today. I've washed my skin. I've fed my skin. I've done my body moisturiser, the spray, the vitamin E stuff. I've got the spray moisturiser and that's so good. So yeah, so I've done all that. So my body is feeling nice and hydrated and all the good things. I've just realised I completely lost track of one of my things. But yeah, so I feel all nice and prepped for today. So if nothing else happens apart from my sit and crochet my other sock, I've at least had a shower. But yeah, as I was saying about the doctor's thing, 2 secs. Sorry, boy, I was lamenting about his wheel, bless him. He got it off eventually, but he needs to buy an adapter and bits for it now. Also, I've just flipped the bacon because it needs like another bit, but I've turned it over. But as I was saying, going back to my previous conversation, with the doctors phoning me while I'm in this state, you know, I was like, yeah, right, I won't go for medical stuff right now. but I have a question for me, if that's okay, because obviously I know not to take up time, as I'm aware. She was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And I'm like, I need I have to have a pre-diabetic blood test, because I had a blood test 2 years ago. And funnily enough, at the time all I was living on was Pepsi, because I couldn't eat any food. I was in the midst of my breakdown. So funnily enough, my blood test was not the greatest on that thing. Wasn't anemic and all these kind of things, I didn't have cancer or anything hideous, my white blood cells and all the good stuff that we were worried about because I was falling to pieces. Everything like that was good, but they were like, you're on the very cusp of you're close to being pre-diabetic. Yeah, and they were like, we need a blood test in a year. Of course, they said it to me last year, and it was at the hospital of where I refused to go, and I wouldn't have it done. So I asked, I was like, can I have my blood test done at my doctor's? Because I refused to go to the hospital. I was like, I cannot go to the hospital. And she was like, yeah, sure. She was like, might be a wait. And I'm like, I don't care, I just can't go to the hospital. So I've got that booked in for the middle of November now, so yeah, which is fine. Obviously, compared to them, my diet is so much more better, not at the current time, because, I'm poorly, but I am eating food, my favourite thing has been having rolls, not even sandwiches, like rolls, bread rolls. Yeah, we have like the tiniest bit of chicken and bacon sandwich filler left. I've been enjoying jam ones. It makes you feel like a little kid, but yeah, obviously I'm going for the bacon sandwich for lunch today. Because Ryan's home, I'm hoping I won't feel queasy enough that I'll be able to actually eat some proper dinner today. At dinner time would be nice, but if not, we'll have soup. So yeah, so my diet has improved quite a bit, which is nice. And obviously I've been got back into taking multivitamins and all that stuff, so yeah. The only thing I think will need an adjust, but I've got an appointment on the 5th of November for, is the old brain meds. I think I was chatting with my mum about it the other day, and I think I might have said to you guys about it, that I need, I think, a readjustment. The SAB meds, although they're working, they're not quite getting me to even. They're just below the surface. I think I need a little bit more of them. And also my anxiety meds, just, you see what a mess I've been recently. My anxiety and panic has been horrendous, so I think they need a real boost. And I'll be entirely honest, I'm sick to death and not sleeping. I didn't go to bed till 4:30 last night. I know I'd napped a bit during the day, but still, I've had several all-nighters, which I haven't done in years. My sleep in general the past year has been dreadful, so I might ask for something to help with sleep, just to see if there's something I can be given. I have had dreadful sleep since I was 15. I'm 36. It'd be nice to, I've had over 20 years of shit sleep. It would be so nice to be able to have some way of being able to sleep, and I'm not someone who asks for medical stuff, so it's a biggie for me to say, can I have some help, which I think would be very nice. But yeah, that was my bacon, so I'm going to go make a bacon sandwich, and we will catch up maybe a bit later. But yeah, this is part of, again, the multi-vlog I'm putting together, because I'm trying not to put pressures on myself while being poorly, so we're going to do a bit of a long weekend vlog, just because it seems a sensible idea. Oh god. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys a bit later, and I'm going to go eat some food. Bye. Hello. It's a bit further into the afternoon. I'm wearing my jumper I made. It's so warm and lovely and cosy. I'm very pleased I finished it, so yeah. Magic. I'm making a sock. I'm nearly there on the foot, which is good. I had my bacon sandwich. I had a nice video chat with my mum. Thought I'd watch some Netflix. And yeah, on trying to keep up with stuff that is out. I tried to watch the Ed Gein thing. Ironically, it wasn't the body things or the serial killer stuff that got me. The fucking Holocaust bits. If you do not know, not that I'm against people knowing about the Holocaust, it's very, very important, but I was, I don't know how to describe it, but exposed to all the imagery and reading material of all the finite detail, aka books the doctors wrote, the Sonderkommando, who are the people who burnt the bodies in the gas chambers. They're the people that, you know, did that. All the grisly bits, the real grisly, hard to find out of print. I mean, even books like, there was one about, you know, girls that were taken and basically used as prostitutes, you know. I've read all the grisly history of lots and lots of bits of that time, especially associated around the Holocaust. So since separating myself from that person, yeah, my brain finds it quite a big triggering subject, and I was doing pretty good and I could kind of cope with bits, and then there was the, you know, the bit in the, if you've watched it, the sort of the donkey in the house bit. I didn't like that. And then there was all the people running in the field and banging on the windows, and at that point I'm like, no, I'm done. Turned it off. No, can't watch this. So although people, oh my god, this bit's great, I'm like, I understand special effects, all the things that can be made. I follow loads of special effects makeup people on Instagram because it's interesting, it's fascinating, but what my brain found the gross bit, describe it a gross bit, that being offensive, but my brain found the triggering bit, the Holocaust, because of my brain's associations and the hideous knowledge my brain knows. So yeah, so bits like him looking at the pictures in the box, I knew where all those pictures were from and various things and all the kind of stuff. Yeah, and I'm like, I know what that series of pictures is from and that bit of pictures it's from, and it's like, people shouldn't know that. Average Joe shouldn't know that, but I do. So yeah, I found it too much and I've turned it off. I've just sat and watched a just fuzzy YouTube video, just something fuzzy. I've just put on another fuzzy YouTube, and I'm going to give myself lovely fuzzy YouTube because my brain's a bit, oh, we didn't expect that. And also I keep being advertised, what's the film it keeps saying, you might like this, the photographer of Mauthausen, and I'm like, nope, no thank you, do not need to know any more info about those stairs than I need to know, you're good. So, yeah, so Netflix is going, here's Holocaust stuff, my brain's like, no, stay, no thank you. So I'm a bit, I can only keep laughing because my brain's feeling quite and he doesn't know what to do, so I'm just feeling a bit so yeah, hence the just laughing. I mean, it's funny, but you know what I mean, it's just, yeah, triggery brains are dicks, and my brain is feeling quite gross right now because it's feeling very triggered. I know that makes me sound to other people like a snowflake, but honestly, yeah, the years of things I read in my growing up years that really I shouldn't have been reading. You know, there's knowing enough information not to be ignorant and respectful, and then there's being very detailed and to the point of like being in like hardcore research, and I wasn't even doing it. It wasn't me that chose to do that. So yeah, so I find all that stuff really hard going now. So yeah, so not gonna finish that series, funnily enough. But I tried. Could have coped with it if it was just, you know, other bits, but no, not that. Just not that. So yeah. Yeah, still feeling achy and sore and not great, but we'll get there. I ran it by my mum about maybe asking at the doctor's when I had my meds review about some sleep meds, and she thinks it's a very good idea because, yeah, I'm not the best with my sleep, am I? But I think what I'm going to go do is make myself my promised cake and custard, because I need a sweet treat and just a nice eat before my weird nausea kicks in. And I don't want to make it too late, so then all I've eaten today is a sandwich. I need to eat something else. And then later I can try something lighter. But I'm not putting big pressures on myself to eat big meals. I've eaten something cooked today, something hot. That's pretty damn good. Anything else would be a bonus. So yeah, but I'm thinking some cake and custard would be quite nice right now and quite comforting. But yeah, I hate when you sort of, you know, you'll get shook up in your heebie-jeebies and you're a bit, ugh, I didn't like that. So yeah, it's not the most fun, but yeah, I just had to share. I'm crocheting a sock, I'm wearing my jumper. It's going to look spectacular with the dress I want to wear it with as well. So I just need to be feeling well enough to wear it with my dress. But yeah, but for now I'm going to go make some cake and custard and chill out for the rest of the day. I thought I just had to let you know that. When it said like Holocaust references, I thought, you know, because of the time it's set in, maybe that. And they said at the beginning, you know, about camps being found and pictures. And I'm like, okay. Not thinking it would be full on, you know, hallucinations and shit. So, you know, we're good. I can't watch anymore. So, yeah, no thanks. So, hey-ho, we tried. But yeah, no, I think I need to, a whole load of you suggested some really good stuff, like, you know, I think it was Glow, the wrestling thing, and loads of other really quite fun, light-hearted bits and pieces for Netflix and all that. So I should go through those, because I did add them all to my watch list. I need to go through that, and I need to fall into something a bit fluffy. I mean, I saw the other day someone said that where they've had the same bug that I've got, and they've never watched it before, sat and watched Emily in Paris, and I'm like, could be really twee, could be really annoying. That might be good. And also Below Deck, I do like a bit of trash TV, but also Where to Find the Drunk People annoying. I watch certain things, like I will admit I am a full trash TV liker. I like Are You the One? I liked early Geordie Shore, like a couple of seasons in, and then I stopped. Same with like Jersey Shore, first a couple of seasons, then I stopped. I think like the one after the Italy, I think, and then I didn't watch it anymore after that. But yeah, I do like me some trash TV, so I don't know, we will see. But yeah, cake and custard, and yeah, giving myself a little fuzzy moment for that sort of, you know, creep up your spine sort of, oh, I don't like this. But also for me being able to go, no, we're going to stop watching this and we're going to completely change 180 degrees. So I think that is quite a lot of growth, which is nice. But yeah, I feel like I should be giving you therapy in this jumper. Tell me how you're feeling. This is a good, I might steal this because this actually looks quite fun as a little, here is a thumbnail for editing Cheryl. Because yeah, I've been enjoying finding bits where I am to one side, all the info, done. So yeah, there we go. And also my hair looks really cool glowing, so there we go. But yeah, cake, custard, and a bit of comfort is needed. There we go. I tried. I try and keep on top of things, and I try to watch relevant things, but yeah, I need usually someone I know to have watched it first and go, yeah, you can watch that. Or like my best friend went, yeah, don't watch that, with, what was it, A Star Is Born, the Lady Gaga movie. She said, yeah, don't watch that, please don't watch that. And she's like, yeah, because she knows I don't watch anything with anything suicidal in it. She's like, please don't watch that. And I'm like, okay, thank you for letting me know, I won't watch that. So yeah, so I do get niceties in my friends that suggest and go, yeah, this isn't for you. So yeah, new thing to be watching out for, anything that says Holocaust is a no-go. But you don't know these things until you try and watch a programme. Yeah, I thought it just would be a reference, because that's what it said, Holocaust reference. No. There's more than a reference. So yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. So there we go. I'm gonna go make cake and custard and put a light on, because my god, the daylight is going. I mean, if I do that, I turn even more shadowy. So yeah, there we go. But chocolate cake and custard, here we come, as a gold sticker for being a grown-up. I'll catch up all with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Hello, happy 25th of Vlogtober. I discovered this cute little hairstyle last night to keep my hair up my face, and 10 out of 10. And I get to use my spooky clips. So from this angle, I've got a tiny witch's hat. Excuse my teeth, I need to brush them. I've had a burst last night of energy. I kind of overdid it. I know I overdid it, but I don't care. I got my coat sewn together. I thought if I set you up quickly, show you my coat on me. It's wearable now. It's not pieces. I did the lining, finished that. I added the sleeves and the lining. I added the, let me concentrate on my face rather than TV. I added the collars. I put it right size together. I sewed around the outside. I added the little notches in. I've turned it inside out, and I've kind of just generally poked with my hands all the corners, but they need to be properly done with my proper like seam pointer, and they need a bloody good iron. It's the one time I'm going to bust out my iron and ironing board, but I have a wearable coat, and all that needs doing now is obviously ironing it, and then hand sewing the sleeves by connecting the outside fabric to the lining, and hand sewing the bottom of the coat to the lining. I could have done it in the machine, on the machine, but it was very fiddly, and I don't mind sitting quietly hand sewing it, to be honest. So yeah, let me just grab it from here. So yeah, so look, it's one piece. I didn't put any interfacing in the collar because I like it to be quite, I wanted it to be quite soft. So yeah, so you have to excuse the fact these bits look like they're pulling because I haven't properly pointed it out, but look, if I lay it like flat, it goes, and then once it's been ironed, it'll be great. But yeah, so these are the little notches where then it will cross, and there'll be buttons above. So it'll be like that. So there's still loads of jumper room in it. And yeah, I love the soft. There is also going to be a button at the top, so if I need to I can button it all the way up, which is cool. That's why I kind of didn't want to put loads of interfacing in the collar, because yeah, if I need to button it all the way up then it does that. But yeah, and it looks really good all the way down. But yeah, the lining obviously is longer than the outside, but how cool does it look? So yeah, so I love the pink as well, but yeah, you can see where it's quite lumpy and it's just not the best. That I need to really point it out. I've got a little vintage like it's like made from bone, little pointer thing that you go in. You can like really point things, and because it's made of bone you can even technically iron over it. The joys of old sewing things. But yeah, so it's looking really good with the shoulders and where the collar sits wide. It's perfect space for brooches, which I'm very excited to be putting on. I've already got 2 frogs my sister got me last year for Christmas to put on it, and I love the shape it gives. It's very dramatic, but yeah, super soft. There's still loads and loads of room, and the lining goes obviously really right back with a coating, so there is loads of like jumper room and stuff. Even in like the armpits there's space, which is what you want with a coat. But yeah, so I'm very pleased with the amount I got sewn yesterday. I don't know where this little blip of energy came from, but I took advantage of it. And yeah, I made my coat instead of anything I should have been doing, like washing up with that. But yeah, today Ryan's friends are due round in like within half an hour, so I'm trying to sort out my living room. Kind of successful, kind of not, if I'm entirely honest. I've got a few bits to put away, but I'm poorly, and they're literally popping in to drop off a giant hovercraft and leaving again, so I don't care. But yeah, so I'm really pleased I've got this bit of my coat done to a point where it is now, like, you know, literally a good afternoon I could get it finished, which is nice. I sat last night and I also did some crochet, and I have got to the end of the ball of wool for one sleeve, so now I'm going to attach the ball of wool to the other sleeve, work that ball of wool up, and then the leftover one, which isn't 100%, I'm going to weigh it, see how much is left, so that I know what half of it is, and use that to just extend it, because I think basically it needs another, I think 6-7 rows, and then the scallop row, and then there will be full length wide sleeves, which will work for my mum because they're covered but also airy, which is a great combo. So yeah, so today's mission is, as much as I'd like to say do my coat, I don't have the spoons for that, so this is for another day. But I just had to show you what I got done, and it looks so good. The buttons are going to look amazing on it, and I think hand sew the buttonholes, just because I can do the long side bits of the buttonholes really nice, but the little turny bits always look like shit on my machine, and I can't seem to get them right. And then you've got to cut them open, and I always fuck it up. So if I can like sew buttonholes, cut them open, and then re-hand sew them over, I may as well just hand sew them from the beginning, to be entirely honest, and then I can be really, really particular and take my time. And yeah, I might even do a practice one, because I'm that person. So I've got plenty of scrap, so yeah, I might get a piece of the rainbow and the pink, put it together so I've got the right thickness, and yeah, give hand sewing a buttonhole a test run. I haven't hand sewn buttonholes in quite a while. Last time I did it was on a denim jacket I now no longer own because it was too big for me. And I got rid of it last summer. So yeah. But there we go. It's really nice. I love it. So no, and it's really nice to have a big pop of pink by my, you know, so I really, really like it. But yeah. But for now, I've got a couple of big blankets down there on the floor from Ryan's friends crashing over. He took apart the bed for me. And I'll be entirely honest, I'm going to put the box of Halloween away. I'm just not in the mood this year. I've been, over reality, I've just been too poorly to really get into the spooky season. And I've just not really been in it. I've been more autumnal than spooky this year, which is fine, but also my plans of making a whole load of handmade autumnal stuff also didn't happen, so I would rather slowly work on some handmade autumnal stuff as over the darker, chillier months, you know, add a bit of autumnal cheer to winter, because I don't like winter. And then I can just pop it into the box, and then I know when it comes to next year, I'll be like, oh, I can display my handmade pumpkins and this and that, and oh my god, I've got all these handmade leaves to make little garlands and attach, you know. So I think that will be more fun. So yeah, and it will clear a space out of my living room, so I'm going to put the box away today, and then put the blankets away, so that will clear a space in my living room. So just putting stuff in the cupboard, instant tidying. I've already done a wash load, or I lie, I re-washed yesterday's wash load. Got the heating on because I woke up this morning and my god, it was cold. It was so cold in the house. So yeah, so put the heating on. We're having it ticking along today because I think my body kind of needs that. Sorry if my TV is loud. I can't be fucked to turn it down. Just have Judge Judy mildly yelling at you, it's fine. And yeah, so I've got a second wash load in the machine to do a bit later, so then when this load is dry I can then do the second one, put that on the radiators, then that can dry. So I'll get 2 wash loads done today, tidy some stuff away in the cupboard. I think that would be a very successful day. So that is what I'm going to do, and then just sit and crochet a sleeve. So it's not the most, you know, ticking loads of lists and bits, but I am still quite poorly and I'm still getting there. I've taken meds and all things this morning, but my god, my chest today is not the one. So although it's not my most fun thing to do, I have to kind of sit down, because I could do a little bit, then I have to sit down, do a little bit, sit down. So yeah, if I do this last like thing and then I can sit down for a bit to sit and crochet. And then when Ryan's friends have been by, dropped off this hovercraft, seen the bits and pieces, and then they go out, I know that I've got permission to rot for the afternoon. So, but there we go. So that's today's update on this little multi-day vlog, because yeah, it's as near to a weekly vlog as you're going to get in Vlogtober, because I needed just a few days just to squidge stuff into one and not put big pressures on myself. But on the plus side, have a go. I just need to work on it, because that is not how you want it to be finished. So, but on the plus side, I did all the heavy awkward bits yesterday and all the horrible sewing, which I was not going to be a fan of, but yeah, it's going to be so good. And it's going to look so good open, I think, as well. But yeah, it just needs all the corners properly pointing out and pressing. But yeah, I'm pleased I didn't put interfacing in this neck, because I love the softness of it. So there we go. I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Hello, good morning, happy Vlogtober 26th. We are on our last day of this long weekend vlog, because my brain just needed to have a couple of days together. I'm really getting there on the old feeling better. I'm gonna sound it and I may not look it, but we're getting there. I'm keeping them closed for now because it is very bright this morning, and yeah, I had another sewing moment yesterday, which was very, very nice. I'm putting it all towards being inspired because of the new YouTuber I found, Dear Tally. There we go, finished the name. My voice cut off the end of names right now. I will link them down below. They're really cool. I do like historical clothes for every day. They're really sweet. I like them a lot. And yeah, they've given me a new craft spark back in my life, which is lovely. So yeah, I also, the electric scissors are fantastic. I'm gonna keep singing their praises. Yeah, I was able to cut out and sew most of a garment last night because of the scissors. So 10 out of 10. I keep being really inspired by everyone where I say everyone. I keep seeing people on like my Instagram, my TikTok, wearing like these like pinafore, slightly baggy, very simple dresses, like just curved neckline, gathers under, like waistline at the waistband, waist, you know, skirt gathered in, wearing them over t-shirts with a big cardigan or over a jumper, and I'm like, oh, I do love that style dress. So yeah, so I got out 2 types of fabric yesterday and I cut out one and I started sewing it, and I've mostly sewn it. I've just got to finish gathering the front skirt, attach it, oh, this voice, and sew down the lining and the bodice so all the seams are enclosed. Let me just grab it for you so I can show it to you. Just sit up a bit now because that window's covered. I don't have to worry about blinding you or turning myself into a shadow, so that is a bonus. Oh god. I used my favourite pattern, which is this McCall's 7249. This one, my favourite pattern ever. If you ever have a favourite sewing pattern, this is mine. Cannot be explained why. I don't even know where I got it. I think I got it in a charity shop, and yeah, I've made it so many times, and it's my favourite pattern. I usually do it with the buttons, to be fair, but now I decided no, let's do it without buttons, and let's give it the side pockets on the long skirt, and I actually use the skirt pattern. Yeah, so where are we? What side have I done so far? This is the back, so there's the back and there's the curved front. It's all enclosed seams, but yeah, here is what it's going to be with the gathers. But obviously I need to now put some gathering stitches in the front panel and gather that in. As it was, Ryan got home from being out with his mates doing boat things and at the workshop, and he said, I have a sewing job for you, and I'm like, I have a sewing machine now. So I did him some sewing jobs. He got his hovercraft yesterday, and it came with a bag, and then he put some sticks in the side so it would hold the thing, but they weren't very well held in, so he just folded it over. I was like, do your deal, you pin it, I'll sew it. So I pinned where the sticks need the little slot, and I sewed that, and then we put them back in. I sewed them up, and then I was like, do you want straps on it? I said, even, he said, oh, it could be, you know, dangerous and I don't want to break it. I'm like, no, just literally, like, so it can go over your arm, rather than you grabbing sticks, and if you drop it, it's going to break. I said, but if it's on straps, it will just drop, it won't hit the deck. So that's a good idea. So yeah, so I sewed straps on it. He's very happy. He's went off to boat club this morning, hence why we are alive 9:05 on a Sunday, although clocks changed, so I've got an extra bit of sleep, so body's enjoying that. It's quite nice. Yeah, but this dress is really cool. I love how it's covered in like crows and ravens, and I'd say crows. So yeah, so it's like stretch jersey. I got from a charity shop a big lump of it for £5 quite a long time ago, and I have got a little bit left, but it's made a long dress, which is really cool. So yeah, so I've made myself a really old spooky dress, and I've dug out one of my Halloween t-shirts, the Boo to You one from Disney with Daisy and Minnie on. Immediately gets that song caught in my head. Boo to you and you. That one. Happy Halloween. It's a very cool little song from their parade. But yeah, so today's plan is I want to finish sewing my dress, which would be cool. Just to have a comfy chuck over a long t-shirt. And I even tested it over a normal t-shirt, you know, a baggy type t-shirt yesterday, and it fit, and I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. So yeah, so just chuck a dress over a t-shirt kind of style, and then a cardigan. I thought it would be really fun, or a jumper to layer it. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to have a play around with pinafore dresses for the chillier season as some fun layering. And also because they're a bit longer, I can like play around with like bloomer trousers and gathering and all that fun stuff. So yeah, lots of layers and lots of fun. But today I also haven't yet to have any meds. I'm looking forward to chucking some common flu in my system, drying up the goob at my face and my chest a bit. But yeah, I need to put away the washing up that's in the rack, and I need to do the washing up that is in the bowl, which is a whole load of plates. Because I was going over with Rye last night, and I was saying, I was like, what kind of, if you're going to boat club, I said, what's the plan after? And he's like, workshop. I'm like, cool, can we be home at a decent time for dinner? Thinking of doing a lazy at-home roast. I was like, I just fancy something roast shaped. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, can we invite my friend? I'm like, yeah, walk around. Yeah, his friend who takes him everywhere, did the steam fair and all that. His friend slash almost like stepdad relationship, but me and him have never been in a relationship. He's just very father figure-y. He's amazing. Love him. He's, you know, he's such a lovely person and so good in Ryan's life. And ticks so many boxes, and Ryan ticks boxes for him, you know, in being a nice, you know, father son without the biology kind of relationship. It's really sweet. But yeah, he was like, kind of like invite him around. I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, they're going to Telford, not next week, week after, for a big thing. The only thing Ryan's got to pay for is his ticket. And I said, well, of course he's going to pay for dinner as well. He's going to pay for the accommodation and all that, which is really sweet. So it's like, yeah, of course I'll feed him dinner. So yeah, so I've got to do some washing up. So we've got some big plates, because kind of need a big plate for a roast dinner. I've got some giant, and it's all cupboard and freezer based. Is my favourite kind of dinner. So yeah, so oh me, we've got chicken breasts that are frozen. God, this focus doesn't like my face, does it? Come on, my face, not the background. There we go. Look, there's my phone. Yeah. That's my kid letting me know he got to the boat club. But yeah, we're gonna do, I've got a couple giant Yorkshires, so I'll let those guys have them, and I can have potatoes, because if there is anything in life more fabulous, the best bit of roast dinner is the roast potato. Well, some would argue a Yorkshire pudding, but I am a roast potato girl. What's your favourite bit of a roast dinner? Let me know. Roast potato, vegetables, and bread sauce. That's all I need. Quite often I have done just roast potatoes and bread sauce as a dinner, and it was amazing. So yeah, so I'm gonna make myself bread sauce. But come on, chest, hold out a couple more minutes. Oh, it's really not fun. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some washing up, prep some bits, like boil the potatoes for roast potatoes, and yeah, we're gonna, because it's got frozen chicken breast I'm gonna roast. And yeah, stuffing, tinned veg, lazy roast dinner. Yeah, my camera battery's flashing now, and I need to go take some meds, so I'll catch up with you as the day goes on. But yeah, today is a quite chill Sunday. We're just gonna see what we get done, but it's all good though. So yeah, hope you're having a good week, and yeah, what's your favourite bit of roast dinner? Let me know. Hello, I am done and dusted with my sewing. It's quite a few hours later now. It's like 3:30. Oh, I've just noticed it's cheered up and rained. That might be why it's suddenly really quite chilly. She says taking her cardigan off. I finished my dress. I want to show it to you. Oh, haven't actually tried it on yet, but here is my dress. So there's the bodice, it's all lined, and then it's got gathers, and it's got pockets. So let's try it on. Kind of on purpose wore a less baggy t-shirt today, so we could try it on a normal shirt, you know. So oh, that's proper floor length as well. Let's shuffle you around. There we go. So bodice, pockets, I'm not sure if it's going to show it, but yeah, it's all the way down to my ankles. Oh, it's quite a comfy dress. I like that. The light is going all weird in it, but t-shirt underneath works really well. Doesn't look weird with the old neckline. There we go. Just need to pull my t-shirt down underneath it. There we go. Look. That works really well. It's got comfort in it. Hey, and also, because I can show them off, it will go wonderfully with my new glasses. I'm so pleased that I knew these were pink and not black. These are my little back glasses from Wearlight. I only ever buy new glasses when they're on their buy one get one free offer. Because yeah, then it makes it decent price. They were they're sold in dollars, but yeah, conversion rate £23 for 2 pairs of glasses, and I paid for the priority postage. So yeah, and this is my other pair of glasses I'll show you. But yeah, they come like this in a little box. So these are some fun novelty, but not crazy novelty ones. This is my pair of normal glasses I bought, which I really like actually. I think these are really nice and they really suit my face shape. They are brown into clear. They've got a little shape of metallic shape on the side. I've just got to bend the legs down in a little bit at the end. I always do because I like them secure on my face, but they're not dreadfully loose. They're not even too loose, but I like these. These are quite librarian-y in a fun way. They're not bad. So yeah, so I got these two pairs of glasses to replace my green ones with like the wobbly edge I loved, but they broke and they don't make them anymore, so I can't reorder them. So I thought I'd try something new, and I thought I'd try these ones. I've never had a pair with clear stuff on it before, but I do like the look of it, and also it'd be fun with makeup, all my blush and stuff. It will show it off really well. So yeah, and then of course I've got these ones which are big and chunky, and yeah, minimal effort but maximum impact kind of glasses. But there we go. So yeah, today's my Sunday now. I've got my glasses delivery, which I'm very happy with. I finished this dress, which is very fun, and I like the fact actually so long, because when I sit down it goes up to about mid calf. The pockets are really good and big, they're massive, so I really like the pocket pattern, and it went together really well. I sewed it entirely, so all the seams are enclosed. There is a little bit of stitching you can see, but I don't really mind on the front, because yeah, and this is not bad. It was a chunk of fabric I got from a charity shop. Oh god, I don't think it was last year, it may have even been the year before that, for a £5. And I do have a chunk of it left, so I think this is, I'll donate this to the charity shop because I've got other fabric I'm going to donate. So this could do someone a fun thing, and because it's covered in like crows and stuff, if I donate it in the week coming up, spooky season, you know, good for that. But yeah, so very happy with my new dress, and actually if I wanted to I could wear it with nothing underneath, because obviously it goes up good enough in the armpits and around the front, because it is a normal dress pattern. But because it is an 80s dress pattern, 80s/90s, slide out the back so it's easier to see it. Everyone in the pictures is wearing it over a t-shirt or a long sleeve, so I can easily wear it. I think over a long sleeve would be really cute, and then a cardigan, and then some fun tights and my boots. It would be lovely to wear this, I think, with my, I've got like just under knee length brogue style boots in like burgundy that I think will look so good with this. So yeah, so very happy with my new dress and its layering abilities. Yeah, very happy with my new glasses as well. And I am sitting here, my son and his mate had just left. They'll come back obviously at dinner time, which we decided is about 7:30, so ages yet. I did do the washing up and I prepped all the potatoes earlier, and I'm now sitting here crocheting socks. So I'm having a proper creative, productive day. I've done the washing up, I've prepped part of dinner, I have, which is actually the hardest bit, yeah, I've made a dress, finished making a dress, which is pretty cool. So I mean, what I might do tomorrow is, obviously tomorrow I'm going to go back to daily vlogging for the rest of next week, like Monday to Friday while it's October, and then after that I will probably have the weekend off, and then we will be back to weekly vlogs. Yay! But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to work on my coat. So yeah, because that involves lots of pointing stuff out and ironing it, and then pointing something out and then ironing it. So it's lots and lots and lots of ironing, and I don't like ironing. So, but it's needed, because once it gets a really good press and then the facing sticks to the bits, it's then in its right way properly. So it just makes sense to wait until the end to iron it for me. So yeah, so I am going to work on that tomorrow, get all the seams worked and pressed, and then also I can then iron in the outer shell fabric on the coat, on the sleeves and on the main body at the bottom. Do that little extra bit, iron it up so it's all folded up, and then I've got the lining coming down, trim the lining, fold it up, pin it, hand sew it, and then once they're done, buttonholes. So yeah, so then that, hopefully if I do all that tomorrow, which would be really nice if we get it all done, I can have a coat for Tuesday, which is so cool. So yeah, but no, I've had a day today, coughing up all the crap, the goob and the gross, and yeah, it's not been the most fun, but it's a really good sign that my body is really getting really on its way to getting better, because it's getting rid of all the horrible stuff. Doesn't make it any less gross, but it's a realism. So yeah, there is that. Also yes, I do have a fish in my hair, my magic cup clip. So, but there we go. So I have a fancy new dress, I have some fancy new glasses, and yeah, this has been a nice little long weekend vlog during Vlogtober, just because it gave me the chance to vlog while being poorly without any big pressures on myself. So there we go. But hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow in my next video. And yeah, we've got 5 more days of daily vlogs, of which I will do all 5. So we get Monday to Friday, so it'll go up Tuesday to Saturday. So yeah, so I'm gonna make sure this video is edited to go up tomorrow morning, which for me is Monday morning. For you beautiful folks, it will go up, and yeah, and then we will have a fun, you know, thing. Fun week coming up. We're gonna get a coat finished. I'm gonna go to a Taylor Swift impersonator, and I've made myself a really fun spooky dress for Spooky Day. So, am I doing anything on October? No. On a Halloween? No. Am I going anywhere? No. Am I seeing anyone? No. Do I want to wear a nice dress and probably just make some cookies? Why not? So yeah, gonna do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go take some more meds, because it is meds o'clock. I keep doing that and it's really annoying. It's great, I really love it. But there we go. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your patience with this. I have put up a community post because I got a request from someone asking if I would ever do a Q&A, and I said yes. I will find a general list of questions as well, but if it's anything you want to know or you wonder, chuck it in a comment down below. I'll add it to the list. If I'm not comfortable answering anything, I won't answer, or I'll give a general kind of answer. You know, there are some things I won't go into specifics for, but you know, other things I'm quite happy to. So yeah, so let me know if there's anything you want to know, and we'll make that part of a video or its own video we'll call it November, just because it gives me time to work on getting better, and with all my plans and bits and pieces and catching up on things I have got behind in because of being poorly most of October. Yay! So yeah, so that'll be fun, she says. But there we go. But me and my new glasses, we'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye.